Capricorn, you've felt it for a long time now. That subtle tension beneath the surface. The silence in the room when you enter. The way certain people pause before they speak around you, carefully choosing their words. As if the truth was a loaded weapon they've kept just out of your reach. You didn't imagine it. Your instincts, sharp as they are, have been ringing alarm bells for months, maybe years. And yet, every time you tried to confront it, something inside you said, "Wait. Just observe. Don't move yet." And you did. Like only a Capricorn could. You stayed still. You listened. You waited. But now, the time for patience is over. Because the truth they've been hiding, the one that could have altered your course, accelerated your rise, or spared you from certain betrayals, is about to surface. Not because they finally grew a conscience, but because the universe is stepping in. And when the universe speaks, it speaks loud enough to shake mountains. This isn't a coincidence, Capricorn. You're watching this because your soul is ready to face what others thought you could never handle. The secret was never about protecting you. It was about controlling you. And spirit has had enough. So prepare yourself. Because what you're about to uncover isn't just information. It's the missing piece that explains years of confusion, detours, and emotional weight you didn't even know you were carrying. And when that piece clicks into place, you won't just understand everything. You'll know exactly what to do next. This is your moment. To see clearly. To reclaim control. To finally move not by force, but by truth. And truth is your sharpest weapon. Let's begin. Part 1. You were meant to see this sooner. There were moments, quiet, almost unnoticeable, when things didn't add up. A delayed email. A strange look from someone you trusted. A deal that somehow slipped through your fingers without explanation. Capricorn, your rational mind always tried to explain these away. You blamed it on timing, logistics, maybe even your own overthinking. But in your gut, you knew. You knew something wasn't right. You see, Capricorn isn't just the strategist of the Zodiac. You're the observer, the builder, the one who reads the map before anyone else realizes they're even lost. But even builders can't build when the blueprint has been altered behind their back. What's been hidden from you wasn't just a detail. It was a foundation-level truth, something that would have shifted your entire trajectory had you known it sooner. A piece of knowledge about a relationship, a business move, or a financial opportunity. One you were meant to receive, but that someone, through fear, jealousy, or control, chose to withhold. And while you kept working, believing that effort alone would open the next door, they stood quietly behind it, deciding which truths you were ready to hear. As if your soul hadn't already walked through fire just to stand where you are. But here's the twist. You were never late. The truth is surfacing now, not because you were slow to uncover it, but because Spirit wanted you to be strong enough to do something with it once it was revealed. Because now, you won't just receive the truth. You'll recognize every ripple it caused in your past. And you'll know exactly what needs to change next. Life lesson from Part 1. Capricorn, the truth may have been delayed, but your clarity wasn't. Trust that your soul receives revelations exactly when you're ready to build something powerful with them. Never mistake delay for denial. Part 2. When loyalty became their weapon. Capricorn, your loyalty is legendary. You don't offer it lightly. When you give your word, your time, your presence, you give all of it. You show up when no one else does. You carry the weight others drop. And you forgive more than you ever speak about. But here's the hard truth. Someone used that loyalty against you. Not in an obvious way. Not in betrayal with fireworks. But in the slow, subtle erosion of your power. In the way they leaned on your patience while quietly hiding truths you deserved to know. They knew you wouldn't abandon ship. They knew you'd stick around, assuming the best, pushing forward even when the ground beneath your feet felt unstable. And they used that noble instinct to keep you uninformed, misdirected, or emotionally bound to a role that served them more than it served you. This is the kind of manipulation Capricorn rarely talks about because it hides behind smiles, family ties, business as usual, and spiritual bypassing. But the universe is done tolerating it. And so are you. Because real loyalty is mutual. It doesn't survive in environments of secrecy and unequal footing. It doesn't thrive where your devotion is met with half-truths and withheld opportunities. Capricorn, you've outgrown every room that made you question your own worth. And now that the veil is lifting, you'll finally see. It wasn't that you were naive. It's that you were noble, and someone mistook that for weakness. They won't make that mistake again. Because from this point forward, your loyalty won't be a weapon for others to use. It will be a sacred force you protect, reserved only for those who earn it. Life lesson from part 2. Your loyalty is a gift, not a contract. When others treat it like leverage, it's time to renegotiate your presence. You don't owe permanence to people who hide truth behind your trust. Part 3. The karmic truth behind your delays. Capricorn, you've always had a complicated relationship with time. While others rush, you wait. While others chase shortcuts, you build roads. And yet, even with all your patience and persistence, life has often felt delayed. Not blocked. Just mysteriously slowed. Like something powerful was always just out of reach, one contract, one conversation, one decision away. But what if I told you that delay was never about failure? It was about karma. Not the kind of karma that punishes, but the kind that protects, redirects, and delays only until you're strong enough to carry the full truth without crumbling under its weight. You see, Capricorn, some of what you've been building wasn't entirely yours. Some of the burdens you carried were ancestral echoes, unresolved pain passed down from generations who never got the chance to finish what they started. Financial struggles that didn't belong to you. Guilt that wasn't yours to carry. Reputation battles that had nothing to do with your actual actions. You were chosen, yes, chosen to break the cycle, not just survive inside of it. And so the universe slowed things down. Not to frustrate you, but to keep you from reaching the top of a mountain built on someone else's mistakes. Because your soul didn't come here just to succeed. It came here to succeed cleanly. With integrity. With clarity. Without the invisible chains. And now, those chains are breaking. You're starting to understand why certain opportunities took longer. Why some people faded before their purpose was revealed. Why your rise required more solitude, more work, more inner strength. It's because you weren't just climbing for you. You were climbing to free everyone who came before you and those who'll come after. Life lesson from part 3. Delay is not denial, it's divine timing in disguise. Sometimes, the universe holds your blessings until you're strong enough to receive them without recreating the past that broke you. Part 4. The soul from your past is stirring again. Capricorn, while you've been evolving in silence, someone else from your past has been thinking about you. Not casually, not out of boredom, but with depth, with remorse, with awakening. This is someone whose presence once felt foundational in your life. Maybe it was romantic. Maybe it was a friend, a mentor, a business partner. Someone who once knew your rhythm, but never truly understood your value. When they walked away, or when you were forced to walk, something shifted. Not just externally, but energetically. Your soul began its deeper transformation. Theirs stalled. But now, as your energy rises, as the veil lifts and your clarity sharpens, they're feeling it. They may not know why they suddenly dream of you. Why your name crosses their mind during quiet moments. Why they feel this inexplicable pull to reach out again. But you do. Because energy never lies. What they feel is the magnetism of someone who has grown beyond them. What they're drawn to now is your evolution. But here's the thing, Capricorn. You're not the same person they left behind. You no longer seek validation in old patterns. You no longer crave connections that come half prepared, half present, or half honest. Yes, you feel the echo. But you also feel the difference. And while their heart might carry regrets, yours now carries wisdom. Whether or not this person returns in physical form, the soul contract is active again. But this time, you hold the pen. You decide whether it's rewritten, or closed with grace. Life lesson from part 4. Not every echo from the past is an invitation to return. Sometimes, it's a reminder of how far you've come and how much more clearly you see your worth now. Part 5, the person destined to arrive after the storm. Capricorn, after every storm, the air feels different. Clearer, sharper, charged with new possibility. And now, with your inner landscape cleansed, with the karmic dust settling and old energies dissolving, someone new is approaching. But this isn't just anyone. This is someone who matches the frequency of who you've become. Not the version of you that tolerated breadcrumbs. Not the one who carried more than their share just to keep the peace. This connection doesn't rise from a wound. It rises from alignment. You'll recognize them not by familiarity, but by the absence of effort. There will be no guessing. No second guessing. Just clarity. Just calm. Their energy won't overwhelm you, it will mirror your peace. Where others pulled at your boundaries, this person will honor them like sacred lines. Where others spoke in riddles, this one speaks truth. Where others kept you guessing, this one sees you clearly and chooses you with full eyes. This could arrive in many forms. A deep soulmate. A spiritual collaborator. A soul friend who feels like a home you've never known. But one thing is certain. They're not here to complete you. They're here because you've finally completed yourself. And now, the universe is matching that inner wholeness with external harmony. This person is not your reward. They are your reflection. And they only could arrive after the storm, after the release, after the lesson was learned. Because true love, true connection, it never demands your suffering. It simply arrives when you've made space for it. Life lesson from Part 5. The right people don't come to fix your brokenness. They arrive when you've healed enough to protect your peace and share it, without losing yourself in the process. Part 6, the power you didn't know you had. Capricorn, you've always been the one who does what others won't. You take the harder path. You build what others only dream of. You show up when you're tired, when you're hurt, when no one is watching. And because of that, people often forget just how deep your power runs. You've been seen as reliable, solid, predictable. But beneath that calm surface lies something untouched. A creative, spiritual, intuitive core that you've long dismissed in favor of logic and structure. But not anymore. Because now, that hidden power is waking up. The visions you used to silence. The ideas you thought were too out there. The healing energy that moves through your hands, your words, your silence. It was never accidental. It was just waiting. Waiting for you to finish proving yourself to a world that only respected what it could measure. Waiting for you to get tired of the grind. Waiting for you to remember that the real success isn't just in the doing. It's in the being. You don't just build empires. You hold blueprints from spirit itself. You don't just organize. You channel order into chaos. You don't just succeed. You transform everything you touch. Capricorn, your power isn't just in your willpower. It's in your ability to see what others miss, to sense what others hide, and to create what doesn't yet exist. And now that you're awakening to this deeper self, you no longer need to choose between practicality and intuition. You are both. You're the mountain and the mystic. Life lesson from Part 6. Your greatest strength was never just in what you could control, it's in what you've been quietly carrying all along. When you stop silencing your deeper gifts, the world won't just follow you. It will transform because of you. Part 7, the empire you're about to build. Capricorn, you were never meant to follow trends. You were born to set the standard. And now, with the truth exposed, with your energy reclaimed, your karmic ties dissolved, and your hidden gifts awakened, the world is finally ready for the version of you that no one could block. This is where the climb changes. Because you're no longer working just to survive. You're building with precision, with clarity, with a vision rooted not in scarcity or proving others wrong, but in fulfilling your soul's true blueprint. And make no mistake, you are about to rise. The universe is rearranging circumstances around you. People who once overlooked you will now need you. Offers that were delayed will suddenly come unlocked. And opportunities you didn't chase will start chasing you. This isn't luck. This is the return on everything you planted in silence. The late nights. The decisions no one understood. The integrity you kept even when it cost you everything. It's all coming back now, multiplied. You're entering a phase where leadership won't feel like effort anymore, because you've earned the authority of someone who has walked through the fire and still built something solid. Whether it's a business, a creative platform, a healing space, or a financial breakthrough. This next chapter is yours to shape. And the impact won't just be personal. You'll inspire others by your mere presence. You'll walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere. You'll speak, and the right people will listen, not because you're louder, but because you're finally undeniable. Life lesson from part 7. The throne was never given to you, Capricorn, because you were born to build your own. Now that the ground is solid, don't look back. Lead forward with vision, precision, and the quiet power only you carry. Part 8. The hidden spiritual awakening in your body. Capricorn, while you've been focused on external goals, something much deeper has been unfolding within you. Not in your calendar, not in your bank account, but in your nervous system, in your cells, in your sleep, in the way your body now whispers things your mind used to ignore. The headaches that come without warning, the sudden waves of exhaustion after a seemingly normal day, the vivid dreams, the moments of stillness that feel like sacred pauses, not just rest. This isn't burnout. It's not just stress. It's not your body breaking down. It's your spirit breaking through. You're shedding energies you didn't even know you absorbed. Residual pain from ancestral trauma. Tensions from years of emotional restraint. Wounds you buried just to keep moving forward. Now, your body, so loyal, so strong, is finally asking to be heard. Because spiritual awakening isn't always grand or dramatic. Sometimes, it arrives in the tightness of your chest before a big decision. In the sudden tears during a quiet afternoon. In the gut feeling that stops you before stepping into a room that no longer resonates with your truth. You are not just transforming your mindset. You're undergoing a full energetic recalibration. One that aligns your physical vessel with your spiritual destiny. This is why rest feels different now. Why certain people drain you instantly. Why foods, sounds, even places that once felt normal, now feel foreign. Your frequency is changing. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not falling apart. You're waking up fully. Let your body guide you now. Treat it like the sacred instrument it is. It knows the path even when your logic doesn't. Life lesson from part 8. True awakening doesn't just happen in the mind, it happens in the body. When your spirit expands, your cells respond. Honor the shifts. They're not signs of weakness. They're proof you're becoming who you were always meant to be. Conclusion: you were never the problem. You were the key. Capricorn, let's be clear. You were never too cold, too distant, too calculating, too ambitious. What you were was prepared. Prepared to carry truths others couldn't face. Prepared to stand alone when others sought comfort in conformity. Prepared to see what was hidden. Not because you chased the truth, but because the truth always finds its way to those who are ready to hold it. This entire journey, the delays, the betrayals, the silent burdens, they didn't happen to you. They happened for your unveiling. You weren't the weak link in the story. You were the missing piece they tried to silence. But now the silence is broken. Now the truth stands tall. Now your intuition is validated. And your soul no longer asks for permission. It simply steps into the room and reclaims the space it always deserved. This is your new foundation. Built not on fear, but on clarity. Not on proving your worth, but remembering it. The people, the power, the purpose. They are aligning now because your vibration is no longer apologizing. You are no longer the version of you that waited to be chosen. You are the one who chooses. So, take this truth. Not with anger. Not with regret, but with the grace of someone who always knew, and was just waiting for the right moment to rise fully. Your destiny didn't forget you, Capricorn. It was simply waiting for you to become unshakable. And now that you are, nothing hidden can hold you anymore. If this truth awakened something inside you, don't leave this journey unfinished. Subscribe to Zodiac Secrets Revealed. Because this is only the beginning of the power you're meant to remember.